This video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. The following content does not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of the channel's broadcaster. Proprietors of this channel are not liable for reproduction or imitation of the following material. Portions of the materials used are trademarks and/or copyrighted works of Take-Two Interactive. All rights reserved by Take-Two Interactive. This material is not official and is not endorsed by Take-Two Interactive.
Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of the DMO glitch. If you haven't watched part 1, it's in the description. You need to watch that first. You ain't going to be able to do this without watching that. Alright, it shows you how to use Save Wizard and how to get your modded save onto your PS4, and I'm not going to be going through any of that in this video. So from this video, you should already have your modded save on your PS4 in your story mode, alright? We're going to be moving from there forward. I'm going to be showing you how to use Netcut. I'm going to be showing you how to set up your Wi-Fi on your PlayStation, and then we'll be showing you the actual DMO glitch itself. Alright, now to get us started, this glitch is very hit or miss. Okay, I can't hit it. I don't know why, if it's my internet or if Netcut just doesn't work right with my internet. But I can't even touch the Netcut settings without losing all internet to my PlayStation, in which case I can never seem to get the alert for Rockstar services unavailable, which you need to get in order to hit this glitch. That's why it's very dependent on your internet speed. Now, the settings I use in Netcut or the settings your friend uses are not going to be the same as the ones you use. Okay, everybody's internet is going to be different, and your Netcut settings are going to be different. So that being said, it is very heavily dependent on your internet and your ability to use Netcut adequately. Alright, like I said, it's very frustrating. And I also wanted to mention too that the only reason I would even use this glitch is if I was trying to make a car that I couldn't find from anyone, okay? Because there's thousands of cars, there's thousands of modded car communities that you can join, trade cars with people. Trading cars is the fastest way to get modded cars. But like I said, if you're wanting something you can't find, something that no one has, or you're just wanting to create something, you know, that you've wanted, that's probably the only reason I would use this, because it's really hard to do. It's pretty time consuming until you get a consistent method down. So it's not very viable for just, you know, stacking modded cars. Trading cars with friends is going to be much faster, because doing this glitch, you still have to do give cars to friends, alright? Well, if you're already doing that, you can just trade cars with your friends and, you know, find new people in the communities that have cars that you want, trade with them, you know. But if you don't have any modded cars to start out with, this may be a good place for you, okay? Because you can make your own here. So it is hit or miss. But, you know, without too much further ado, we're just going to hop right into it. And the first thing we're going to be looking at is how to set up a Wi-Fi connection on your PlayStation. Now, the very first thing you want to do before anything else is we want to set up our internet connection on a Wi-Fi connection, alright? We don't want to be using a landline. We want to be using Wi-Fi from our router to a PS4. So we're going to go up here to Settings. We're going to go to Network. We're going to set up internet connection. We're going to use Wi-Fi. We're going to select Custom. Now right here, just select whichever Wi-Fi network you normally use. Now right here at your IP address, you want to select Automatic. For your DHCP, select Do Not Specify. For DNS, select Automatic. Now, the MTU settings is something you can play with later, okay? If you mess with Netcut and you try this, you know, a bunch of different settings in Netcut and you still can't get it to work, you can come back here under your MTU settings and you can select Manual, and we can turn this down as anywhere, you know, low as maybe 800. All right, don't go much lower than that. Usually between 1500 to 800 is going to still work for you. But like I said, don't mess with this unless you've already tried multiple settings in Netcut and you still can't get the alert for some reason, okay? If you can't get the alert, you can come back in here and, like I said, change this down to 1000 or 800, you know, somewhere in there. You'll have to play around with it to find your speed, because not everybody's is going to be the same. Everybody's internet is different. Your Netcut settings are going to be different. Your MTU may be different. But for now, let's just leave this alone. This is something to play with after we've tried everything we can do in Netcut, alright? So we're just going to select 1500 there, hit next, proxy server, do not use. Right here, you want to test your internet connection, okay? I can't test mine right now because I have mine turned off right here with Netcut. So mine's going to fail already, okay, because I have it metered. For you, you definitely want to test it. Make sure you got internet connection over your Wi-Fi, okay? Now from here, we can move on to how to use Netcut, okay? So we've got our internet set up on a Wi-Fi. Now we're going to move over to Netcut. Now, this is what the icon for Netcut's going to look like. Little pair of scissors. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go down there and download it. When you open it up, it's going to look something like this. It's going to be a web browser page, and then it's going to show a list of everything that's connected to your Wi-Fi. All right, you're going to see your laptops, phones, PS4, whatever kind of gaming systems you got. Anything connected to your Wi-Fi network will be listed right here. You know, if your neighbors are trying to debo your Wi-Fi, you'll know because you'll see something weird that ain't in your house listed over here. All right, that's why it says, yep, check for strangers here. All right, now what you want to do is first we want to find our PS4. Okay. Now, real quick, you do want to buy the Pro version. It's $1 for a week, and what that allows you to get is unlimited changes of this bar right here. If you don't have the Pro version, every time you slide this bar, it's going to say you have 10 minutes before you can change it again, and you only get so many tries before you have to wait a day to change it again. All right, so if you don't have the Pro version, it's going to be damn near impossible to find your internet speed because we're going to be moving this a lot, okay, to find our initial speed. So I do heavily recommend getting the Pro version. Like I said, it's $1 a week. It's well worth it. It's going to make your life so much easier if you're trying to do this. So the very first thing you need to do is scroll through this list. I'm not scrolling through mine. I have my window small like this because I have my IP addresses are here for all my shit in my house. So that's why I've got mine like this. Your PlayStation won't be right here to begin with. It'll be in this list right here. Okay, there'll be a big column that runs all the way down the page. You're going to scroll down until you find a PS4. Now, you may have multiple PS4s in your house. You may have multiple connections. It may show a LAN connection and a Wi-Fi connection, all right? So there may be two PS4s here, but they're really the same connection. So in order to find the right one, the very first thing we need to do is scroll down here, find your PS4, and you're just going to select the little Wi-Fi symbol right here, all right? That's going to turn off the Wi-Fi to that PS4, whichever one that is. Now, the way we know this is the one we're playing GTA on is we're going to go back over to our PlayStation, and we're simply going to test our internet, okay? Like I said, mine's off now, so it's not going to work. You see here, I just turned it off in Netcut. So if I go back, I test my connection, it's going to fail. All right, we're not going to sit here and wait for it, but it's going to fail because we have it turned off inside of Netcut. Okay, that's how we know we have the right one. Now, if you turn this off and your PlayStation still connects, that's because you're using the wrong one here. You need to find a different PlayStation in this middle bar and then turn off the internet and make sure that when you test your internet that it's failing the internet test. Okay, that's how we know we're playing with the right PlayStation here because you may have more than one. Now, once you found the right one and you know that when you disconnect your internet, your PlayStation has no internet, that's the one we're going to be working on. All right, we should keep it right here in this policing side. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to mess with our internet speed right here. If we move this down, you see it turns my internet speed down. If we move it back up, it raises our internet speed. Now, if you move this bar all the way to the end and let go of the button, you let go of the mouse, it's going to move this back over to this list. All right, I don't know why it does that. It's super irritating. But you'll have to scroll back down here and grab it again and move this bar a little bit to keep it over here. Okay, if it's in this column, that means it's not being affected by Netcut. Your PS4 should be over here somewhere, okay? Now, what you're going to do to find your right internet speed, or to get you close, I'll say, to the right internet speed, is we're going to start from the top here, okay? We're going to slide it down just a little bit, right there. Okay, now you see it still says unlimited, but you see how I got one red bar? I'm limiting it just a little bit. Now, what I would do from here is I would go back to my PS4, and I would retest the internet, okay? Now that we've turned it back on, yours should still connect. Mine doesn't work if I touch Netcut at all. Like even right here, my PS4 won't connect to the internet. I don't know why. That's why I can't get this to work for me. But yours should still connect, okay? Assuming you have decent internet or whatever the case may be. Because our internet isn't like super bad here, but for some reason, even right here on the slider, I have no internet on my PS4, okay? I could go back and I could test it and it would show no internet, okay? What you want to do here is keep sliding this down until you get no internet, okay? Now, that's why I said this doesn't work for me, because even if I just move it to here, I have no internet. Well, this isn't slow enough for me to get the alert, all right? But it's too slow for me to connect to the internet. So that's why I can't get this to work. Some of you may run into the same problem, some of you may not. This is kind of hit or miss for most people. But the idea here is to keep sliding this down until we no longer have internet on our PS4. So let's say hypothetically we slide it down to here, we go back, we test our internet, we still have a connection, all right? We'll come back to Netcut, we'll slide it down a little bit more, all right? Now we'll say when we slide it down this time, we go back, test our internet, now we don't have any internet, okay? So we know that right in here somewhere is our sweet spot, because any lower than say 25, I didn't have internet. Any higher than that, and I can reconnect. Okay, so what you would do is once you finally find the spot where your PlayStation disconnects from the internet, you're just going to move this back up a little bit from there. Now you're going to go back, retest your internet again. You should be reconnected now. If you're not, you'll have to go back, slide this up a little bit more. Okay, once you slide it back up enough after going down that it reconnects, leave it there. That's pretty much your sweet spot. That's slow enough that you're going to be close to getting the Rockstar alert, but it's not too fast that you won't get it, okay? And it's also not too slow that your friend won't be able to join and that you won't be able to pull up, your PlayStation menu to join your friend, okay? So once your PlayStation reconnects after having moved this down and gone back up, that's your sweet spot, all right? You're just going to leave it there. You're not going to mess with it. Now, your incoming and outgoing lag. This is kind of like where you can fine-tune your, internet speed. If for some reason moving Netcut just to here where your sweet spot was doesn't work for you, you can try adding a little bit of lag incoming and outgoing. Now I'd only add one of these at a time, and I would only do it about 100 at a time. So let's say right here was our sweet spot, right? Any lower than this, we couldn't connect. All right, so we're gonna leave it right there. Now I'd come down here, if I still couldn't get the alert, I'd add 100 here. I'd try the glitch again. If it didn't work, I'd add 100 on incoming. If that didn't work, I'd keep bumping these up 100 at a time until I could get the alert. Now what happens to me, just for a bit of context, like I said, if I touch this at all, it doesn't work. I can even leave this at unlimited and just add 1 millisecond of lag, and for some reason my PlayStation won't connect. So I just don't understand why this doesn't work for me. But those are the steps you would use to get it to work if it's going to work for you. All right, like I said, find your sweet spot here. If you still can't get it, maybe add a little bit of lag. All right, so that should pretty much show you how to use Netcut. All right, you should have your sweet spot set here. The lag you'll mess with once we've tried the glitch a time or two and we see if we can get the alert or not. But to find kind of your sweet spot for the internet, you should just be able to do, like I said, move this down until you fail your internet test, and then you would move it back up a little bit, try your internet test again, you should be able to reconnect. Alright, so let's say, for the purpose of the video, you've got your internet set up, we're ready to move on to the next step. Now at this point, we can get our friend to come and help us. He's going to load into GTA, and then he's going to start up an invite-only session. So have your friend do that. Now once your friend loads into an invite-only session, they're going to make their way over to this location, the same location we've been using for Give Cars to Friends, okay? Most of you will be familiar with this location. Your friend's going to make their way right here, and then they're simply going to set their spawn location to last location. They're going to change an outfit to force a save so that when they join you, they spawn in right here, okay? Same thing for when you're joining them. You want to spawn in right here. So have your friends set their spawn to last location, change outfit. Be sure you get the little red loading in the bottom right hand corner there to know that you forced a save. Now from here, your friend's going to start up a mission, okay? Any Rockstar created mission, just go down here to missions, and I'm going to start up a Titan of a job here. So start up the job, accept the alert. Now once your friend loads into the settings menu, they're just going to hang out right here on the settings menu until you're ready for them to join you, okay? They don't have to do anything else here. They're just going to hang out here. Now you're going to be attempting to join them, and then they'll be joining you later in the glitch, all right? So your friend can just hang out here until you tell them that you're ready for them to join you. Now, just a little foresight, keep in mind later, when your friend gets ready to join you, they want to try joining you through the pause menu on the friends list right here, okay? This is the primary way that you would want to try to join. This is going to get you in the session the fastest, and you'll have the best likelihood of getting into the session like that. If they can't join you through that list, they can go out to the PlayStation dashboard, go down underneath GTA, and they can join you through the friends playing GTA, this list here. You can join session on them through there. or they can join you through the party chat. Okay, so wise decision to be in a party chat while you're doing this, so y'all guys can communicate. But that's the 3 ways your friend can join when they get ready to do so later. Just keep that in mind, that if one way doesn't work for you, maybe try to join or have your friend join you a different way. Okay, now once your friend's in an invite only session waiting on that job settings screen, you can go ahead and launch GTA. Now, every time you do this, as soon as the girl with the bikini goes away, you want to hold L1, R1, L2, and R2. Okay, you want to hold them through this whole police siren, scene here, all the way up until you get the alert for the display settings. And you need to do this every time you do the glitch, whether you hit it or not. If you miss the glitch and you close app, you need to reset your catch. If you hit the glitch and close app, you need to reset your catch. Okay, you're going to do this every time you load in. Hold L1, R1, L2, and R2 through that whole police siren screen all the way up to here. Now, once you load in, if you don't load in as Trevor in his underwear at his house, you're on the wrong save. Okay, you need to load game, and you need to load the save that you modded in Save Wizard. You should recognize the name. Okay, go ahead and load that save. Now, what should happen next is you should load in as Trevor at his house. You're going to immediately press down the D-pad and switch to Franklin. All right. Now, as soon as you spawn in as Franklin, you're getting a little cutscene of him doing whatever he was doing while you were gone. Okay, we're immediately going to make our way outside. We want to be really quick with these next steps, okay, because we only get so long before we'll respawn as Trevor again. So as soon as you're Franklin, you're going to start making your way outside. Okay, you're going to get a call from Lester. You're simply going to hang up on Lester, okay, as soon as he answers. Now you're going to make your way outside. You're going to enter the wanted level cheat. It's R1, R1 circle, R2, left, right, left, right, left, right. All right, I'll leave it linked in the description. Okay, once you enter the wanted level code, you're going to make your way to the cops as fast as you can. Okay, I recommend seeing where they're at on the map and running towards them. Now, as soon as you get close to the cops, you're going to see Franklin put his hands up. The moment you see his hands go up, you're going to pause your game. You're going to scroll over to online. You're going to select it, and then you're just going to hover over Join Friends. Now, while you're hovered over Join Friends, we're going to double tap our PS button and go out and disconnect our internet. Double tap your PS button again to come back to the game. Now, you'll see in the background, the menu is still there. If we scroll up and down, we go from Join Friends down to Play GTA Online. Okay, so we want to scroll up and down to make sure the menu's still there, and then scroll down until you're standing on Join Friends. Okay, we want to leave our cursor hovered over Join Friends. Once we've done that, we're going to double tap. We're going to reconnect our internet, double tap again to come back to the game. Okay, now as soon as we get the options, we're going to press up and then spam X on Play GTA Online, and we should get this alert. Once you get this alert, you're going to go out to your home screen. You're going to join that friend that's waiting in the job, and then you're just going to hang out on this alert for about 5 seconds. Once you've hung out, accept the alert. Your screen should fade to black, then it'll come back. Now we're going to wait, and we should get 2 more alerts here. Okay, we should get an alert to join and then a private alert. So we're going to accept this one. Then we're going to get the private alert. We're going to accept this one. As soon as we accept it, we're going to go back out, join that same friend that's waiting in that job one more time. Now when you get this alert, we're going to get ready with Netcut, okay? We're going to hang out on this alert until it disappears. As soon as it disappears, we're going to go out to Netcut and disconnect our PlayStation by clicking the little Wi-Fi symbol. Okay, come back to the game. You should spawn down as Trevor on Mount Chiliad. And now you're going to get another alert. Be sure that you decline this alert with circle, okay? We're going to decline this alert. We're going to open up our interactions menu, and we're going to go down to director mode, and we're just going to spam X on director mode until it lets us in. Alright, now once we spawn into director mode, we're simply going to go down to the bottom, and we're going to select enter director mode. Scroll down, select enter director mode. As soon as you see the little white loading circle in the bottom corner, you're going to reconnect your internet by clicking the little Wi-Fi symbol on your Netcut, and then you should spawn in as Trevor. From here, you need to immediately open up your interactions menu, go to garage, and spawn in whichever car it was that you were wanting to spawn. Now, if the car disappears, open up your interactions menu again and just spawn the car one more time, okay? Now, as soon as you see your online money in the top right hand corner underneath director mode, you need to tell your friend to join you. He's got about 2 to 4 minutes. So the friend that's in that job, he's simply going to back out of the job, As soon as he loads in, he's going to pause his game, he's going to go over to friends, and he's going to try to join you through their friends list, okay? Like I said, he's got about 2 to 4 minutes to do this, so it needs to be quick because you will get kicked from the lobby. And your friends got to be in there before you get kicked. If you can't do it through the friends list, you can also, like I said, you go out to your dashboard. You can use the dashboard to join your friend session if the friends list isn't working for you. But I recommend using the friends list, okay? Now, as soon as your friend gets in the session with you, he needs to immediately set in the vehicle because you, like I said, are going to be kicked from the session. Now, once your friend's in the vehicle in your session, you're pretty much done with the glitch, okay? All you have to do is rejoin on your friend. He should still be there with the vehicle. From there, you simply need to do any method of gift cards to friends. I will be uploading a method here shortly that you can use with this, or you can use any method you've been using really to give cards to friends. If it's a low end, like just a normal street vehicle, you can just drive it into a garage. You don't even have to do gift cards to friends, but I do recommend putting a tracker and insurance on it before you do that, because if it gets destroyed, it will be lost if it's just a street car. If you, like I said, if you're using a high-end vehicle or DLC vehicle, you'll need to do gift cards to friends to save those. You can't just drive high-end vehicles into your garage, all right? Now, a couple of tips for the internet speed, because I know it's where a lot of people are going to have a lot of problems. If you're not getting the alert, okay, your internet's too fast. It's reconnecting before you get a chance to get the Rockstar Services unavailable alert, all right? If you're getting the alert, but you can't get your PlayStation menus to pull up fast enough to do anything, or your friend can't join you, it's because your internet's too slow. You need to speed it up just a bit. So like I was telling you earlier with Netcut, you're going to have to play around with those numbers depending on whether you're not getting the alert or whether your friend isn't able to join you, okay? Because you need to have a pretty dead-on internet setting to where you're getting the alert, but you're also fast enough that you can get online and that your friend can join you online, all right? So like I said, it's really hard to find that perfect speed of, you know, slow enough but not too slow, all right? Like I said, another thing you can mess with is your Mtu settings, okay? If you find that you can't get the alert and you're moving your internet down too slow to connect, and you're still not getting the alert, try raising your internet speed up a little bit with Netcut and then lowering your Mtu settings, all right? Try resetting Netcut completely, like unlimited, and then lowering your Mtu settings, all right? There's a lot of variables that you can play around with, and it really sucks because they're not the same for everybody. I really wish I could give you a number and say, hey, set it to this will work for you, but I just can't do that. So the best I can offer you is to tell you to play with the numbers. Like I said, if you're not getting the alert, you're probably too fast. If you're getting the alert but your friend can't join, you're probably too slow, okay? So you'll have to play around with that a bit. And then once you've completed the glitch, if you get, you did give cars to friends or you saved it in your garage, if it was just a street vehicle, you need to close app and clear your cache loading in like I mentioned at the beginning. Hold L1, R1, L2, R2 to clear your cache and restart fresh. If you're not clearing your cache every time, it's going to give you a lot of problems, okay? So be sure you're clearing that every time you're rinsing and repeating. And then that's pretty much it. I know it was a lot to take in, and honestly, like I said, this glitch is hit or miss. I wouldn't use it myself personally unless I was trying to get a vehicle that I couldn't get any other way, like just trading cars, or something like that. That's the only way I would use this because it's super frustrating. It's really hard to hit. Even for people that it works for, it's really inconsistent. So just play around with the numbers there. Hopefully you guys can find a good speed to get this to work for you. Like I said, I never could get it to work for me, and I'm still going to mess around with it and see if I can't find a more consistent method or a different way to get around getting that alert. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop me a like. It would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share, or whatever you want to do, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.